All right. Welcome back, everyone. Let's see how everyone's doing. All right. Wrecked. All right, I'm joking. Let's take a moment of silence for all the bulls that went long, extremely leveraged, and were wiped out, liquidated. All right, that's it. That's how they get. Losers. Yeah, so I'm not a trader, so I don't give a rat's ass what happens. But I am an investor, so I am waiting for the healthiest pullback in order to buy at those points. So, what are the charts saying? Um, on the weekly, I'm just gonna start with the weekly really quick. Let me adjust this bad boy. Oh yeah, look at that. On the weekly, guess what? We're still at extremes, even though the price has started turning on the weekly. Damn, we're still at extremes. So let me pull up this chart and show people. This is the stochastics on the weekly. You want to be underneath the 80 to be considered at top. This is overbought or extreme, and the same in reverse. Anything below 20 on the stochastics is considered oversold, best entry point, right? Which, if you see right here, it just so happened to be this area, which is where I bought, and then my last point was right here, thinking we could, but whatever. So what's happening here, looking at the stochastics, it's going to pull back, and I want to focus here for a minute. This pullback, if it pulls back into this box, it's the best buying opportunity, probably for the remainder of the year. But looking at the monthly, again, if you look at these cycles, these were the mega tops and mega crashes, whatever you want to call them. And notice I had these cycles. So I'm regurgitating what I've explained in other videos, but it has to be said so that you guys can all understand what I'm talking about. So notice previous tops, and this is just a visual play, visual pattern play, and that's what I am. I'm a visual person. This cycle from the big one is where the tops occurred. This cycle is also where these tops occurred. This cycle was when this top occurred. Therefore, if three cycles within the bigger cycles happen to be when tops, so it stands to reason that somewhere out here, up here, we should see this stochastics maxing out here. So that brings us to my point of what's happening right now. Let me undo all this real quick. Okay. So click over here. Um, so the idea is, if you look at the stochastics here, one thing I want you to notice is, look at that. It used to be a full-on like boner looking line like that, like hardcore boner, but now, oh boy, it's beginning to turn. So obviously I'm kind of glad for that, because that means we might slide like this in here, and then whoa. So this whole point right here, in my opinion, might be your sweet spot for this whole year going into the bull rally. Now, the reason I say that is because on this other system, I explained it the other day, that if we're going to get an Elliott wave pattern, then we're currently on wave 2 correction. Now, I myself, I don't want the price to go below the 15,000, because if it does, it will invalidate the Elliott wave, and then I'm flying blind. I actually won't know what the fuck is happening. But the reason I have this setup is because this setup is the gateway that I see: a final purchasing point before a spike, retracement, final purchasing point. That's why I put the B for Bitcoin here before a spike, and a pullback, which means, again, I have it here, and that's why I've said I don't know where the two is going to land. The two might be in June or July, and I initially had it somewhere in November as well. So this is unclear to me. So this right here, it remains unclear if it's here or here. I honestly, I don't have enough data to tell yet. But either way, the correction is starting, and it's not something to get excited about, unless if you're trading and you're shorting. Then yeah, kudos to you. But I don't do that. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for us to touch 24, and hopefully we break it and we go somewhere here at 20. 20 is where I would like, 20 to 17. This area is where I'm planning to buy heavy. But obviously, you see, this is already. Let me adjust this bit. I think one was right there. Yeah. So, anyways, just a visual play here, nothing else. But notice we haven't even started the descent, and my indicator right here that I spoke about on my last video, I was saying this is the turn, and then motherfucking drop. This happened in November 2021, the last top. Notice where we're at, and that's why I'm looking at the YouTubers and all those people on Twitter and Twatface. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. This is now on the weekly. I thought we were gonna see this sometime in Saturday or Sunday. This shit happened tonight on Friday evening, going into Saturday. So, um, concerned? I'm not. I've been, in a sense, waiting for this, but I'm an investor, so what do I know, right? I'm waiting for the perfect buying opportunity, or in this case, the next big buying opportunity. Um, let's see. So, anyways, yeah. So we're entering the period that I've talked about before. So enough of that. I repeat my shit all the time. So let's just keep going here. On the weekly, there is a pivot of 26,747. That's extreme strong support. So uh, just know that if we break this one, 26,747, their next target down on the weekly is 24,000. And so I say that the 24 because the 24 is using these lines right here, right? Anyways, so at the very least, we've moved now. One thing I want to showcase here, look at that. This is a uh-oh moment where we were looking like we're about to cross, but look, it split it open. So this is basically giving us like another entry point, and look, this is still on a green, which means it's still good to enter. I suspect, I'm not so sure on this next call that I'm gonna make here, but let me see, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I suspect that on this chart, on the second pass, this last candle that's dimmed out because it's considered no longer the bottom, if the price continues to pull down, and I think it'll continue maybe until the 27th of this month. If it continues, I think this candle is going to lit up, and if it lits up, that means it's a perfect time to continue adding. But moving on to the weekly on this side, I mean, we're barely starting this pullback according to these indicators. We're barely starting. So yeah, even right there. So this, so far what we've seen tells me that we're just starting the pullback. But I mean, if it's an Elliott wave pattern, we got an ABC, so we'll see. Here, you notice this indicator is no longer on the sell. It's now like in the neutral, like it doesn't know. So that's why I'm hoping this stops at 24, so that it's not a head and shoulders. Because if it goes below 24,800, or let's just say 25K, then I think this is going to be a giant head and shoulders, and that's even worse. So I'm hoping this will just go all the way down to 25, and then we bounce, rally out, and that'll be the next entry point, like a strong entry point. But right now, given what's happening, this started happening sooner than I expected. I had positioned this indicator saying maybe Saturday or Sunday. This shit is happening on a Friday evening, so yeah. Okay, let's move on. Um, okay, it's 8 minutes. Okay, so on this one, I'm just gonna close this out so that you can zoom in. So again, you've all seen this one. It's nothing special. I'm gonna just make a thicker line. The April 18, Monday, April 18, Tuesday, April 18, and this was a 47% drop, 60% drop. I repeated this. You guys seen the videos, whatever, yada yada yada. And right on cue, rising wedge. Now remember, I had this little flag like this. Well, I deleted it because now it's very unlikely that unless if some fucking miracle from now till Sunday that we rally, which I don't think so. I'm gonna close it, and I think now I can fully delete this. It's gone. There you go. Rising wedge, motherfuckers. I don't think I saw a lot of technicians or whatever people covering this one. Let me delete this. I was playing around with a pattern analysis, but Yeah, so rising wedge. Notice it's hitting on the daily the 50-day moving average, this blue line. So this is support right here at 26.9. We go below that 26.9, then the next is 21. Of course, you see this line right here is the technical level that can hold it at 25. So, and that's what I was saying just now. At 25, we I want it to bounce, because if it goes below that, below this level, let me just draw the fucking line, because I know some people are like, wait, I don't see no line. I'm blind. Oh fuck, wrong indicator. There you go, right there. So if we go below this line, then I'm afraid what we're forming is something even worse. If we go like this and then we do this, that's what I don't want, because then that means rally is not going to happen. I want it to be from here. The worst is right here, and then from here we continue the rally. Like it's a B and then a C, but then from this we push up. So if we break this line, and I'll leave this line here for this video just because that's what I'm trying to avoid. Oi. Then we have a bigger problem. Obviously, at this point, I'm just kind of happy that the retracement is happening, but I'm not going to ignore the charts and the indicators. So on to the, excuse me, quick review. EMA short, I'm happy for that. EMA short, I'm happy for that. EMA short just triggered on the 8 hour. It looks like it's about to trigger on the 12 hour. If it triggers on the daily, which is this one right here, watch out, people. If it triggers on this one, it's gonna be bad. And we already got the indicator that I like. The MACD on the 3-day has, well, it just crossed down today, but it crossed down hard. So this here, if it plays out, it's a likely stronger downtrend for multiple days. Not just one, not two, but multiple days. And so right now, if you missed out on the rally, right now should be the time that you're getting ready to buy back in. Obviously, I'll be doing my best to post when the re-entry point. But again, I'm not trading, so don't even ask me how do I trade. I don't trade. I'm literally an investor, people. Why? Because I have a 9 to 5 job. I got to do other shit, so I cannot be in front of this thing, quote unquote, trading. You say use your cell phone. Yeah, dude. No, I can't. That's how busy I am. So, anyways, let's continue. 12 minutes, 13 minutes. All right. So yeah. So right there, 25,808 is our critical point that I don't want to go below that. If we go below that, it's very likely we're forming a head and shoulders, and a head and shoulders can put us all the way back to 17,000. I wouldn't complain if we go back down there, but obviously I would like it if we bounce from here. But I'm open to either or. I don't have a problem with either. The thing is that the 3-day confirming the downtrend might signal that we see, like, we might push further down. So right now the line in the sand, if you will, is this 50-day moving average at 26, and then the pivot itself at 25. Remember, I've said it before. Above the pivot, you're in bull zone. Below the pivot, you're in bear zone, right? All right, let's keep going here on this one. This is the indicators that I purchased from Bob Kendall. The Kendall report, I've told everybody, Bob Kendall and Gareth Salloway are the two technicians that you have to follow. Like, if you don't follow them, you need to go and fucking sign up and find them. Bob Kendall, he sells these indicators, and in my opinion, they're solid. So as of right now, if I go to the daily, the indicators on the daily, they're saying this turmoil should continue till Friday the 28th. I'm looking at this one up here, which makes sense. I was just saying that until roughly the end of the month, but I would say from the 27th really would be my, okay, let's buy, because people might, accumulate from May, but I'm going to wait till I get to the 27th to see how things are. Anyways, let's go here. Look at this, people. The largest institutional and the retail remain on the short side, but the professionals, they used to be long. Look at them, they're moving themselves back to neutral. So not very bullish now, are you, bitches? All right, let's keep going. Renko. This is strange, but Renko's not hasn't even started turning, and that's why some people like Gareth are still saying 10,000, because when you see shit like this where Renko hasn't even started turning down, that could be a bigger, like a bad omen almost. So I'm not at that point yet. I'm still not in the 10,000 camp, but I'll admit I'm beginning to see cracks that could take us down there. All right, the Bitcoin short coin, that this coin moves against Bitcoin. It's a BTC short leverage coin 3 times. It signaled a re-entry point here, and it's still there, hasn't changed. So let's go to the next one and the last one. Oh yeah, the last one. Okay. So this one, I removed the yellow line at the end because now I need to monitor strictly what's happening here at the very edge. I've already covered this so many times. I think people understand where I'm aiming here. This one right here is beginning to come back down. So this is, in my opinion, good. It might mean that we might end up at 24 before the next strong leg up, but I won't know because you see this red dot here, and then these red dots, they signal a strong, strong leg down coming. So I don't know, people. Now, this indicator's over here. Let's pop this bitch open and move it over. 16. I got plenty of time. Remember what I said about this one. This one hinted blow off top on December 17. I'm sorry, December 21st, 2017. Thursday, June 27, 2019, blow off top. Wednesday, April 7th, blow off top, crash incoming, and our current position. I'm zooming in so you guys can see. This looks like the blow off top ended, so that might explain why we're going down. But notice we have a long way to go. A long way to go. All right. I think that I don't need to go the entire 20 minutes. There's no point. I think I've made my case so many times and I've talked about it at nauseum at this point. I sound like a broken record now. Anyways, I'm going to keep an eye on these. It's just good luck, people. We've had the signs for, I want to say, 2 weeks now. We've had the signs. It was a blow off top, in my opinion, what we saw. But if history's going to repeat itself, like, where is that chart? Like this chart with the 40 and the 60. Let's see how much we've dropped in percentage wise, just so you guys know how much is left. Time. 18. Okay, I'm just stick there. Where is it? And just stay with that one. So we started right here, and so far we are right here. 9%. So we've dropped barely 9.4%. Okay, so let's just now say we drop. Let's just go 40, people. Look at that. And 40 puts us at 17, which is right here, which is not bad. I wouldn't have an issue being dropped there, but that right there tells me if we go to that level, it's, for me, it's a head and shoulders pattern, people. So anyways, I mentioned it once. I don't want to cover it again. 19 minutes on the dot, people. Right now, there's nothing for me to present as something new. I don't see any bullish signs yet. Everything is still in the 3 days. You all know it's my favorite. Oh, let's get rid of that flag. It obviously it's not going to play out now. The bullish pennant got shot to shit. All right, that's pretty much it, people. Very likely we'll continue down. I've been talking and warning, and even on the 3 day, you see that they're just starting to turn down. So obviously, I want to say Monday and Tuesday. I'll say this, and I'm going to close with this. Monday and Tuesday are problematic in the charts. I didn't cover that in detail here. I forgot. I'm sorry, but I'll probably do it on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, I see a lot of problems coming on the charts. Good luck, everyone.